For years, everyone believed she was a sick girl, a little girl in a wheelchair, bald from chemo, tubes, feeding pumps, medical bracelets, a mother who never left her side. People called them inspirational, a bond unlike any other. But behind the scenes, something far more Part 1. The life they showed the world. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was born on July 27, 1991, in Golden Meadow, Louisiana. From the very beginning, her mother Dee Dee told doctors something was wrong. Seizures, chromosomal abnormalities, sleep apnea, muscular dystrophy, leukemia. The diagnoses kept coming, and Dee Dee kept asking for more. By the time Gypsy was a toddler, she was already a full-time patient, a child who had never, according to her mother, known a single healthy day. Doctors were baffled. Social workers were moved. Strangers sent money, gifts, and prayers. Charitable organizations paid for trips to Disney World. The Make-A-Wish Foundation got involved. News stations ran their story. Dee Dee was celebrated as a selfless, devoted mother. A saint, some people called her. But there were cracks. Small ones. Things that didn't quite add up. Gypsy's medical records contradicted each other. Doctors at one hospital didn't know what doctors at another hospital had already ruled out, and Dee Dee, she moved them, frequently. Whenever a physician started asking too many questions, they'd disappear to a new city, a new hospital, a clean slate. What nobody knew, what Gypsy herself barely understood, was that she wasn't sick at all. Her mother. Part 2. The truth behind closed doors. What Dee Dee suffered from is now called factitious disorder imposed on another, once known as Munchausen syndrome by proxy. It's a form of abuse where a caregiver fabricates or induces illness in someone under their care. For Gypsy, that meant being given medications she didn't need, being fed through a tube when she could eat on her own, having her head shaved to maintain the appearance of a cancer patient, being confined to a wheelchair even though she could walk. She was taught to perform sickness, and she did, because she didn't know anything different. As Gypsy grew older, she began to notice things. She'd sneak food when Dee Dee wasn't looking. She'd stand up, walk, and feel the floor beneath her feet, something her mother told her she couldn't do. She tried to escape once. In 2011, she left with a man she'd met online. Dee Dee found her within days. She posted on Facebook that Gypsy had been kidnapped. When they returned home, Dee Dee chained Gypsy's bedroom door shut from the outside. There was no one coming to help, not because no one cared, but because no one believed a wheelchair-bound, chronically ill teenager could be anything other than a victim of circumstance. And then, in 2015, Gypsy met someone new, a man online named Nicholas Godejohn. She told him everything, every secret, every locked door, every medication that wasn't hers. And together. Part 3. June 14, 2015. On the night of June 14, 2015, Nicholas Godejohn drove from his home in Wisconsin to Springfield, Missouri. Gypsy let him in through the back door. She went to the bathroom and covered her ears. Nicholas entered Dee Dee's bedroom. Claudine Dee Dee Blanchard was 48 years old. 2 days later, a Facebook post went live on Dee Dee's account. It read, "The bitch is dead." Neighbors called 911. When police arrived, they found Dee Dee's body. Gypsy was gone. What followed was a nationwide search, not for a killer, but for a missing, disabled girl who, everyone assumed, had been abducted. But Gypsy wasn't missing. She was in Wisconsin, with Nicholas. And when police found her, she stood up and walked to the patrol. Part 4. The investigation unravels. When investigators began digging into Gypsy's medical history, what they found was staggering Decades of fabricated records, doctor shopping across multiple states, a child who had been subjected to unnecessary surgeries, unnecessary medications, unnecessary suffering. Medical experts confirmed what Gypsy had always known deep down but never had the language for. She was healthy. She had always been healthy. Nicholas Godejohn was charged with first-degree murder and ultimately sentenced to life in prison without parole. Gypsy was charged with second-degree murder. She pleaded guilty. Prosecutors acknowledged the extraordinary circumstances of her life. The judge sentenced her to 10 years. She served 8. Released on parole in December 2023, she walked out of the Chillicothe Correctional Center at the age of 32. For the first time in her life, no one told her she was sick. I've covered a lot of cases. Cases with clear villains and clear victims. Cases where the lines are easy to draw. This isn't one of them. Gypsy Rose Blanchard spent her entire childhood imprisoned, not behind bars, but inside a story someone else wrote for her. A story about sickness and helplessness and a mother's unconditional love. That story was a lie, and the truth it concealed was a form of cruelty so quiet, so intimate, that the whole world missed it. What do we owe someone who grew up never being allowed to know who they really were? What does justice look like for a person whose entire life was a crime scene before a single law was broken? I don't have those answers. I'm not sure anyone does. What I do know is this: Gypsy Rose is out now. She's living a life, a real one, on her own terms. And however complicated the road that brought her here was, she deserves the chance to find out who she